Hi, I'm Doug Strong, Dean of the School of Theology at Seattle Pacific University, and I'm glad to be able to speak to you today about our new graduate theology program here at SPU. This program was designed specifically to be able to meet the interests of theological students and to appeal to our head and to our hearts and to our hands. We use some descriptor terms for that. We say that our program is about the academy and the abbey and the apostolate. Terms that describe what we hope that we're doing together with you as you come to be with us here. And these descriptors are important because seminaries for many, many years have been great at the intellectual task of preparing people for ministry. But what about the spiritual life of students? What about being formed as disciples of Jesus Christ? What about being sent out in mission and being people who are focused on the ways in which God is at work in the world and multicultural ministry? These are things that have not always been a part of a traditional theological graduate education, and we really want to make sure that they are for our folks here. Let me tell you a little bit about the Academy, especially about the intellectual enterprise that we're about here at Seattle Pacific. Our faculty have for many decades been known for their academic rigor and for the amount of scholarship that they produce, the ways in which they are at the very forefront of the scholarly task of the work of theology. We have some of the greatest minds and teaching voices in theology today. People publishing and then sharing their publication and their research with the students directly, and this is especially true with the graduate students in our graduate program. I can think, for example, of some of my colleagues who've published important works just in the last year. Daniel Costello's book on the apathetic God, Rob Wall's important commentary on the Catholic epistles, Jack Levison's powerful new work on being filled in the Spirit, the doctrine and of the Holy Spirit in the Scriptures, and Miriam Adney, missiologist above any other in many ways, who's written on the work of God beyond all borders in the work of mission throughout the world. So, and this is just in the last year. So we've got an amazing group of scholars, 20 faculty who are engaged in the process of working with students and sharing the fruits of their labor and the ways in which they're thinking about what God is doing in the world in a very powerful academic way with our students. All of this is indicative of the ways in which we hope that the theological enterprise that you engage in with us will be something that will be exciting for you as your heart is formed by the Abbey component, as you're sent out in mission for the transformation of the world with the gospel of Jesus Christ, and as your mind is shaped and trained to be, as one of our graduate students said, so that he can now worship God with his mind. What a wonderful privilege that is that we have to work with you and to collaborate with you in that. And I look forward to meeting you and working with you and to talking with you about our graduate program. Thank you.